shores of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His side would be happy to continue this recent stretch, winners of 5 of their last 7. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And we're off from Baltimore. Ajante Wester to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a 3rd MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Right side and into the hands of Bateman. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Lamar now from the gun. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
3rd and just 2 to go. Zone read here and give to Mitchell. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. They actually might have lost a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? He dodged the tackle. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They're led by the quarterback who helped lead Ohio State to last season's national championship. It's Will Howard.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On the tackle.
Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? Often the ones who make a postseason run. Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ravens crowding their passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option. Right side. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He completes it in traffic. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. 4th down, it's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the gun, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Mitchell off the pistol give. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Now it's Lamar. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. This one's sent up for Lamar. Oh, the football's loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to Howard. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Johnson up the middle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, Howard. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They motion Bateman over right. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They send the tight end in motion left. Running right with Mitchell. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Mitchell up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Jackson keeping it himself. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Throw here, 3rd down. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to try to throw for it. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. And one of the NFL's longest standing records stands no longer. He's crossed 2,105 yards rushing and officially supplanted Eric Dickerson with the greatest single season running the football this league has ever seen. Incredible. Congratulations. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like you got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from the 43. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a pickup of 3.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Howard looking to pass. Going with a screen to Johnson. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Let's go.
3rd and short, Howard. And a defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
With a pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 4th down.
After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. Short pass brought in. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Again, this is Mitchell. Escapes the defender. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
DC, ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
180.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
Tyler Luke on for the extra point.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Howard looking to throw. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They've got first down here from the 36. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
That's good.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All set now, first and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
Hey, report.
This is Mitchell. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lamar now from the gun. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
13. Sit up.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. There's a dive up the middle. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Steelers, nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
To kick off for Baltimore.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Finds Woods. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now run with Warren. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 5 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Completed left side to Smith. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's another Steelers.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now an inside give to Johnson. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. On the ground again with Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. A give, this is Johnson. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Howard. This finds Austin complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, it's an interception! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Jukes away from one. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They strike for 23 yards.
First down.
And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
So fresh set of
line.
downs now from the 39. In motion the slot man right. First down throw for Jackson. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Jackson now on third. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Mitchell gets it from the gun, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Connects on the crosser. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession. Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that. On 1st down, Howard finds him over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They get an even 10 on that play.
First down.
And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 10.
Move the chains!
First down,
Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. He finds Woods. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Coach Don Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Mitchell. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's Mitchell again. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play action now with Jackson. Fights off the pressure. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! 180!
Now Jackson off the play action. Dump off to his fullback. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
13.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. The win was at a sales, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Kent on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers offense headed out. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Howard. Completed over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. Here's Howard. It's a screen play to Warren. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Man in motion, out of the slot. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll work against the blitz. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again! And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They've got a man in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Andrews has it, work in the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Lamar now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. The tight end in motion now.
Sit hot. What are you? Sit hot.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
27. Steelers nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
For Baltimore.
Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd and 10 now. Howard. And that one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series.
Sit hot. What a shot.
1st down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Jackson now on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Fields this at the 19. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd and short.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Warren running between the tackles. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Jared Goff. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. The Lions needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former collegiate star here in the Sunshine State, Anthony Richardson. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. The Falcons with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. One last look now at the Week 14 scoreboard, the final week with byes. Carolina, New England, the Giants, and San Francisco all off this week. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 3.
Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? Often the ones who make a postseason run.
Completed left side to Smith. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Throwing from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Warren here from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Out of the gun, Howard. Completed over the middle. Wow, and he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, here's Johnson. Fights his way through a tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright.
That's good.
6-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Here's Johnson again. He's got it in the red zone. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Howard. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 7 yards on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. A gain of 7. And a Steeler first down.
Johnson up the middle. And he surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Operating from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Zone read here and give to Mitchell. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
He was taken down at the
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Out. Let it go. Let it go. Sit up. 180. Sit up.
Right up the gut. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Jackson trying to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st down throw for Jackson. Finds his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Option design here. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. Seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Lamar now from the gun. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
A gain of 7.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away.
For the Ravens.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Howard to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On 1st down, Howard gets it to him on the screen. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Howard now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll run now with Warren. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check up.
Howard looking to pass. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 18. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 7.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Gainwell has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set.
To the air, Howard. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has them with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Go.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jackson keeping it himself. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers headed back out on offense as we'll get another look here, Brock, at Will Howard. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Steeler 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Warren once more. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now Howard to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Howard now, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
What is it?
Lamar back to throw. Andrews snags another one. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Alpha, sit on. 180.
Dive play straight ahead. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
180.
They'll send their tight end right.
180. Shot.
Now it's Lamar. He loses the football. This one bounces out of bounds right at the line, so it'll stay with the offense here.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Jackson now on third. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw for Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it down to the 33. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead.
Hey, middle.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Middle.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
Lamar's going to keep this one. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, middle.
He's got it on the bootleg. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead.
34. Steelers 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Completed left side to Smith. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Smith brings in another one. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Smith again. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Ready? Rock all 80. Roll, roll, roll. Check go.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Howard. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. They get him yet again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to Mark Andrews. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 3 now. They send a tight end in motion. Running for the marker on 2nd. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on!
Lamar off the play fake. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Report! Report!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going deep this time. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Punting unit out now. And he's been one of the players of this game. Starts the return at the 34. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
A quality return initially, but much shorter after you take away the yards from that holding call. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Bateman on the slant. Still going inside the 35. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens continue piling it on here in the 4th. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Ravens 41, Steelers 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Baltimore.
Kent on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers offense headed out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Howard to throw. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air, Howard. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they're going to face 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Howard looking to pass. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing again here, Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Jackson keeping it himself. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Throw, he is rocked, that ball's free. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Chased out to his right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you got to hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. He beams one deep right side. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Howard. He's going to try another deep one here. Too far out of the back of the the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Desperation time here on 4th. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Sending a tight end in motion left. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens nearing their 9th win of the season. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! 180!
Now a give right side to Mitchell. Behind the line, he lost that football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Howard trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Throwing now, Howard. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 47.
Running right with Mitchell. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.